Since coming into the NFL in 2018, Josh Allen has ascended and become one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. Although Allen has been unbelievably dominant over the last couple of years, it feels like he's weirdly become underrated, as guys like Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and Justin Herbert have become high-level quarterbacks. Let's dive in, see what makes Josh Allen such a special player, and why I believe he is the second best quarterback in the NFL outside of Patrick Mahomes. Let's start by talking about what Josh Allen did this past season, because he had a phenomenal year. In 2022, Allen completed 63.3% of his passes and threw for 4,283 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. He also recorded 124 carries for 762 yards and 7 touchdowns. Allen was incredible as both a passer and rusher, allowing him to rank among the best quarterbacks in the league in catch-all metrics like QBR and PFF grade. Because of his individual dominance, Allen was rewarded by being named a finalist for the MVP award for the second time in the last 3 seasons. Josh Allen was awesome as an individual player, but so was his team, as the Buffalo Bills won 13 games during the regular season and was arguably the best team in the league. Although the Bills were fantastic during the regular season, they unfortunately had an early exit in the playoffs, losing to the Cincinnati Bengals in the divisional round, but it was still a great season for them and their superstar quarterback. Josh Allen's numbers were awesome last year, but this wasn't a one-time thing. No, he's been producing at this level for the last 3 years. Honestly, the fact that he's gotten to this point and has gotten this good is really impressive, because early on in his career, he struggled mightily. He was not very good as a rookie, but he developed as a passer and eventually became one of the top quarterbacks in the league in 2020. Since then, he has consistently produced at an MVP level, and now it is undeniable that he is one of the best quarterbacks in the world. Now that we've talked about what Josh Allen did last season, I want to talk about what specifically makes him such a special player. Let's start by talking about his physical tools. If you know anything about Josh Allen, you know that he is one of the most physically gifted quarterbacks in the NFL right now. He has arguably the strongest arm in the NFL, and he's also extremely mobile, and this makes him really difficult to defend. This makes him so difficult to stop, because opposing defenses have to keep him from throwing the ball deep down the field, but they also have to respect what he can do with his legs. When you game plan for Josh Allen, you kinda just have to pick your poison. Now, the great thing with Allen is he doesn't get by simply because he is physically gifted. In fact, he is one of the most skilled passers in the NFL. One of his best traits as a passer is his ability to throw the ball deep down the field. Last season, Josh Allen was the only quarterback in the NFL with at least 100 deep ball attempts, and he was remarkably effective on these throws, sporting a PFF passing rate of 92.7 on deep throws. This combination of volume and effectiveness is really impressive. Another one of Allen's biggest strengths is his ability to perform under pressure. Being able to perform under pressure is extremely important for a quarterback, and when you look at the top quarterbacks in the NFL, like Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow, those guys are excellent under pressure, and Josh Allen is no different. Last season, Josh Allen was arguably the most effective quarterback in the NFL under pressure, sporting a PFF grade of 85.8 under pressure and a PFF grade of 79.2 when blitzed. Both of these marks ranked at or near the top of the league. Outside of his passing, one thing that makes Josh Allen such a unique player is his usage as both a passer and rusher. When you look at how many pass attempts and rush attempts quarterbacks have had over the last couple of years, you'll notice that Josh Allen is the only quarterback with at least 1,500 pass attempts and 300 rush attempts since 2020. Simply put, no other quarterback is asked to do as much within their offense as Josh Allen. Since Allen has been so good over the last couple of years, it's no surprise that the Bills have yet to win less than 10 games since his rookie season. While Allen's production has consistently been incredible, he isn't perfect by any means. When you look at his data, you'll notice that he isn't the most accurate quarterback in the league, and he does turn the ball over more than you'd like. I think the fact that he throws the ball down the field so often has a lot to do with this, but still, these are areas in which he could improve. Now I want to talk about a big criticism people have of Josh Allen, and why I just don't like this criticism at all. I think a big reason why people have started to become a little bit critical of Josh Allen is his record in the playoffs. Allen is 4-4 in his postseason career, and the Bills have made the AFC Championship just once since he entered the league. Allen has been in the league for 5 years at this point, and he has yet to make a Super Bowl, and people are starting to question why. Now, I understand this criticism to some degree, but I think people are focusing too much on his team's record in the playoffs and not enough on his individual performance. Here are Josh Allen's numbers in the playoffs, and yeah, they're absolutely ridiculous. I think you can make a great argument that Josh Allen is the second best playoff performing quarterback in the NFL right now, behind Patrick Mahomes. He's been that good. If you want to be critical of the way Josh Allen played in the playoffs this year, I think that's fair. He wasn't very good, and it's a big reason why the Bills were knocked out of the playoffs early. However, just because he struggled in the playoffs this year doesn't mean he hasn't consistently been an elite playoff performer, because he has, and there's no denying that. This narrative that we should start asking questions about how good Josh Allen is simply because he hasn't made a run to the Super Bowl is crazy to me. I mean, it is not his fault that the Bills have not made it to the Super Bowl yet. The AFC is stacked right now with great quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, and then you have an up-and-coming superstar in Trevor Lawrence. I mean, the amount of quarterback talent in the AFC right now is ridiculous. When you look at the AFC, there are so many good teams, like the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Bills, the Ravens, the Jaguars, the Chargers, the Browns. The conference is stacked, so it's not really that surprising that the Bills aren't consistently making runs to the Super Bowl every year. Another reason why I don't like this criticism of Josh Allen is that people are not consistent when they evaluate other quarterbacks, like Joe Burrow. Now, I love Joe Burrow. I thought he was awesome as a prospect coming out of LSU, and he has been incredible since joining the NFL. However, Joe Burrow gets a lot of credit for leading the Bengals to the Super Bowl a few years ago, and you know what? He actually wasn't that good during that playoff run, and a big reason why the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl in the first place is because their defense was awesome that postseason. For whatever reason, when teams make a deep playoff run with a high-level quarterback, that team's success is automatically applied to that quarterback even if they don't play that well, and it makes no sense to me. This is happening with Joe Burrow right now, and I think if you asked most people who's a better playoff performer, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen, they'd probably say Joe Burrow. You know what's crazy though? Josh Allen has been way better in the playoffs than Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow hasn't even been bad in the playoffs. Josh Allen has just been that good. I want to take a second to reiterate that this isn't Joe Burrow slander. I love Joe Burrow, but it makes me want to pull my hair out when I see people talk about Josh Allen like he isn't this demigod dual-threat quarterback who has been awesome in the playoffs. The fact is, Josh Allen is remarkably talented, and there are not many quarterbacks throughout NFL history who can match what he does as both a passer and rusher. Last season, he proved that he is an ultra-skilled passer who doesn't have to rely on his physical tools to succeed. And not only that, he has been excellent in the playoffs since entering the NFL. Now, Josh Allen isn't perfect, and he does have his weaknesses, but when you stop focusing on playoff results and team performance, and you look at what he does as an individual player, I think it's clear that if Patrick Mahomes didn't exist, Josh Allen would be the best quarterback in the world. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, check out the channel for more content just like this, and subscribe so you never miss an upload.